Manhattan Beach, California. Many visit this beach town for vacation and play. But this beautiful spot under the sun is also a residential community. And where there are homes, there are eager house flippers around the corner ready to jump into the market. The risks are high.
The budget that I've gone over, I'm going to make up for it in multiples, I hope.
The challenges are unpredictable.
It's a bearing mold, and we cannot remove it if we not support it first.
But for those to succeed, there's money to be made if you can flip that house. Manhattan Beach, California. 19 miles south of downtown Los Angeles, this beach city has become one of the most desirable and expensive cities in California. House flippers are taking huge risks and hoping for even bigger returns.
My name is Dave, and this is my flip. My name is Dave Gendron. I'm a consultant in California. I recently moved here from New York, and also I am starting a new job. I'm having a baby, the first one, and I'm flipping a house. So people say I'm really crazy for doing so, but you know, it's going to be exciting. You know, if you're going to do it, you might as well just do it all at once. I bought this home in Manhattan Beach. It has 2,000 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms. It has 2 baths, and I paid $1.47 million. My budget is $150,000, and I hope to finish this flip in 2 months.
It's day one of the project, and with a baby on the way, the schedule is everything. So Dave has invited his project manager and designer to do a walkthrough of the property and see how realistic this schedule really is.
My name is Frank. I'm the project manager for this flip.
My name is Nico. I'm the interior designer for this flip.
I found that Nico and Frank were the best match for me personality-wise. They stand by their work, and I think they can really get the job done in due time and due cost. Now this area here, this whole area is our courtyard, and this is actually pretty well done. There are a couple of issues, I think. Is this Spanish tile or?
Well, the Spanish tile is in very good condition. It's not an expensive procedure to go ahead and stain it, and it would look pretty much brand new.
Okay, well that sounds right up my alley. The only other thing, and you guys mentioned this, to really add life to this would be to restain and refinish all these doors.
What we're going to have to do is carefully sand those doors, since there's a lot of details, and stain those doors to the color of your choice. Okay. So you're going to have a totally different look to those doors.
Okay.
The inside of Dave's house is in good condition. However, he has several ideas to improve the overall look.
Okay, now this is the living room here. Not a lot of work needs to be done here. I mean, it's like the floor. You're going to put all new wood floors throughout the house. We were thinking bamboo, and bamboo we're here is durable and pretty not that expensive relative to some of the higher grade woods.
They're very beautiful and they're very durable, so I think it's a very good choice.
Dave also plans on making the living room feel a bit more spacious.
And this wall, if we can take this out somehow, would really open up the entire house.
This whole area can be one big open space.
Yes, I think it's going to really open up the house quite a bit. But I think the kitchen is where real work's going to be done.
Manhattan Beach has some of the most expensive properties in the country. And if Dave wants to capitalize on his flip, he'll have to modernize this outdated kitchen.
So, now the kitchen here, at first glance, is not that bad. But I think the problem is this is a kitchen that you would see in a house that is not a $2 million house. The kitchen is really closed in. The appliances are pretty much non-working for the most part, and the cabinets are something out of the early 80s. We're going to spend more money in the kitchen than anywhere else in the house, and I think clearly that's because we get more bang for the buck there. The door here, it really serves no purpose.
Basically remove this existing door and go ahead and close this wall, and then you can have more counted space. Right now you don't have too much storage area and cabinet, which is in the kitchen. This is the main thing.
You know, I personally am not a big fan of granite, but I think from a resale value point of view, everyone says granite's in your kitchen, granite's in your kitchen.
A good granite will be something that goes right back in your pocket.
Yep, that's
with profit.
That's what I'm
definitely
looking for.
Although Dave's house has 4 other bedrooms, he's not planning on spending much time or money renovating them. Instead, he hopes to add value to the house by updating the master suite, starting with the bathroom.
The bathroom here, it seems like it was redone not too long ago. It sort of did like decent work, and the floor is very beautiful. I think it's very strange, this countertop here.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend to restain them or repaint them to the color of your choice. The sinks are in very good condition.
So effectively, you're only changing the
just the countertop.
Here. Well, those are my favorite words. Not that expensive to do and really fix up the place. So let's go take a look at the master suite. Right now, this is the master bedroom, and there's really not much to it. We have the courtyard outside of these two French doors, and we have a wall here. Now, when you look on the other side of the wall, there's a garage that's not even being used. So we want to just blow out that whole garage and make a big master.
You have an additional garage in the back of the house, so this is an unused space over there that you really don't need.
All right, so I think internally we've covered mostly everything, but I think the backyard, we're going to go take a look at that.
Much like the inside of the house, Dave has a plan to make the backyard feel larger.
These fences over here, if you go through, you have more. You have more fences.
Now the reason that they put those fences up was because there is a garage right here, the one that we're planning on connecting to the bedroom. That garage is not going to be necessary anymore since you're going to be sleeping in it.
Right. My goal is to sort of merge the outdoor living. If you enclose the entire property and put up large, maybe bamboo around the house. So when you come in, it's your own little family compound with outdoor living. So I think at the end of the day, we're going to have one big yard and a beautiful house, and this thing, people are going to be jumping all over to buy it.
Coming up, Dave's flip kicks off. And the first order of business, demolition.
Holy cow, bigger house.
Dave Gendron hopes to flip this $1.47 million home in Manhattan Beach, California. He has a $150,000 budget and a 2-month schedule.
What I really like about Manhattan Beach is a great family atmosphere. I mean, it's very family oriented, and you're close to the beach, and it's a very desirable place to live.
It's day 2 of Dave's flip, and Nico and Frank have their crew on the job. The first step of this flip is demoing the kitchen and master bath.
You're going to break the wall today? So you're going to do all the demolition in one day. That's great. That's great. Today is probably the most exciting day of the entire project. We do the demolition, which is the fun part. We break everything.
Although demolition is usually the fastest job on a flip, it can often reveal the biggest problems. Removing the wall between the kitchen and living room might not be possible.
It's a bearing mold. That means it's supporting the ceiling here and the ceiling over there, and that means we cannot remove it if we not support it first. It's possible to take it, but header need to be built instead of it.
Fortunately, a closer look at the framing shows it's not load-bearing and the wall can be removed.
Holy cow, bigger house.
Yeah, but that's gonna have to stay.
So you won't be able to blend the two ceilings together?
There's gonna be that.
You know, that's all right. You could probably do something decorative.
Yeah.
This is a lot of work in one day. We just signed our guys up a couple days ago, and they mean business. So they said they want to do it in 6 weeks, and this is a good start to it. They didn't find any problems. This is a big open space now.
It's week 2 of Dave's flip, and construction begins in the kitchen.
Today we're going to do the rough plumbing, the ice maker, the sink area, all the plumbing that's supposed to be in the kitchen. So you go ahead and close the walls, drywall the area, ready for paint.
Meanwhile, demolition continues in the master suite as the wall between the bedroom and the second garage is removed.
This will make a much bigger room. This adds about 200 square feet to the house, approximately. A little more, so square foot more. Yeah.
While the crew frames in the old garage, Dave and Frank check the progress on the courtyard doors.
Taking a while to go ahead and sand all those doors. It's going to take a few more days longer than expected since the varnish on it, it's really thick. That's something that we didn't anticipate.
I thought we were a little behind schedule, but we're actually going to make up with schedule. What Frank's going to do and his crew is come in pretty hard every day for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And we hope in a month from now, this place is turnkey, ready to go.
While Frank's team works at the house, Dave heads to Simple Floors to check out hardwood flooring for the flip.
And I'm looking for a really dark colored wood to match. We have a lot of dark wood frame French doors, and we want to just make it blend in very well.
This is a solid Brazilian walnut. It's actually the hardest wood we have in the store.
Okay.
But it's also got these dark, very nice dark tones.
That's nice.
But it can only be nailed down. It can't be glued down. You can't apply this to concrete.
Oh, okay.
This one right here is an engineered product. On top it has a tough wear layer. And we have different plies of a faster growing wood on the back.
Yep.
So when you put it in your house, it's less susceptible to moisture and temperature changes. This is the Jacobian color bamboo, and they have a process at the factory that scrapes it. This is what they call kind of a green product. You cut down the bamboo, and immediately it regrows.
Oh, okay. So the environmentalist in me will be sleep better at night with this floor. Well, great. So I think it's going to be a perfect match for the house.
Okay, great.
Great.
Let's go over and take care of business.
All right, sounds good.
Dave Gendron is flipping a $1.47 million home in Manhattan Beach, California. He has a $150,000 budget and a 2-month schedule, but his crews have to hustle to stay on time. It's week 4, and the kitchen cabinets have arrived a bit later than expected.
Today we're doing the installation of the cabinetry. Right now we're at the beginning process. We're really working on leveling the base of the cabinets. So when we're going to install the cabinets on top of it, it will be 100% level. Beautiful cabinets, by the way. Not a large kitchen, but we did manage to get a lot of cabinet space. So it's going to look great.
It's week 6, and with the kitchen cabinets finally finished, the countertops can now be installed.
Today we're doing the installation of the granite. We prepared everything with the plywood, everything that was necessary to get done. That's a pretty quick process and makes a big difference for the kitchen. This is actually scissor stone. It's a different stone. There's a 3% synthetic in this stone, so it's a very, very good stone. It doesn't need to be sealed ever. In the general case, we do the flooring right after, but in this house, the flooring of the kitchen will be done simultaneously with the rest of the house.
Dave stops by the house to check out the new countertops and seems impressed with the kitchen.
The countertops turned out great. These are a beautiful color.
Although he's happy with the progress in the kitchen, Dave is getting a little concerned with the flip's overall schedule.
So Frank, we're a little behind schedule now, but we're still on, I think we may another month from now, you think?
We actually increased the size of the crews that we're going to use. So that's why you're seeing so much happening in one day. We're going to try to increase the sizes of the crews so we can move faster.
So it's more.
With the flip schedule hopefully accounted for, Dave must also work to control his budget.
Budget-wise, we're as expected. I'm a little bit higher than what I was planning, but at the same time, we're not grossly over budget. In the day, I think the budget that I've gone over, I'm going to make up for in multiples, I hope. So now we're entering week 7. We're finishing up week 7 now, and we're starting to see the point where they can start putting in more of the cosmetic things. We're not major construction. Now it's more painting, finishing up the doors, which actually turned out to be a lot more work than we thought. Staining all these doors, a big project, but they're going to be great when they're done. The master bath, we found a vanity at a wholesale club were a great deal, and granite countertops. So I think that's a big bargain on our side. It's a beautiful, beautiful vanity, but reasonably priced, and it fits really well in with the bathroom. So when it goes in, and we put a new mirror in the back, and it's going to make a ton of difference in there.
Despite a rapidly approaching deadline, Dave keeps a positive attitude towards his flip.
Coming together. I think we're going to start in the next couple weeks. We're going to see a lot of big changes where it's really like, wow, this place is looking great.
As week 9 begins, Dave's flip is now officially behind schedule, and there's still more work to be done, starting with demolition and installation of the hardwood floors. Coming up, Dave pushes his crew hard to get the flip done before his baby is born.
You guys do this in an hour and a half? Good start.
Finish.
Well, good luck.
Okay. That doesn't look that good, does it? No.
For the past 10 weeks, Dave and his team have been working hard to flip a 5-bedroom home and get it on the market before his wife gives birth to their first baby. Despite all the hard work, Dave learns that some things won't wait.
So we're at the point where we had the baby, a baby girl. The place is pretty much done. So we figured, why pay 2 mortgages? Why don't we just move in here for the time being while they complete the outside? We're still working on schedule, close to budget, obviously a little above, but nothing major. So we're still pretty happy, and things are going well.
After a hard push to finish up the inside of the house, Dave invites his realtor over to see if they're ready to hit the market.
Angelique, come on in. Check out the finished result.
Oh my God, it's so great! I'm Angelique Encarnacion. I work for Coldwell Banker. I specialize in Southern California real estate. Oh my gosh, show me what you've done really.
Yeah, no, we've, I mean, this room here used to be, a little box-in living room. We've sort of opened it up. We've added an entertainment system. I mean, it's a very clean, neat, comfortable room now. We're staging it. We're staging.
No clutter. That's important.
Yeah, so I think this room now with the combination of the kitchen really opens up the whole...
So it's not a formal living room. It's a family room that people will actually use, and people love that here.
Let's have a look at the kitchen. So if you remember, before I would have run into a wall, but no, this wall is now gone. All the appliances are brand new, all stainless steel, top of the line, even little things like the pot filler here, which is sort of a little novelty, but it really adds turns it into more of a gourmet kind of kitchen. We did the island, and this is sort of blends in the whole house.
Yeah, the way it's shaped, so it's connected, and so when you have guests, it's all one room really.
Yeah.
But I love how you match it with the floors. You didn't refinish the hardwood, you replaced it.
This is all brand new hard
new.
floors.
Makes a big difference.
If you can remember, we had the door here, and so this is all open space now. We found this cool microwave, which actually goes under the cabinet, and it just opens up, and you put your stuff in.
So everything is in the middle here. So.
Everything's in the middle here, and a wine cooler, because we're in California, you have to have wine. So this here, we really didn't have to do too much. I mean, we put in a new fan. We stained the ceiling to match the floor. The door here was a sliding glass door, but we actually changed this to more of a French door. It matches the rest of the house.
It matches all around like a garden patio.
So it matches everything.
That's
So when the outside's done, it's going to have a huge difference because it's going to flow much better. This is actually one of the rooms I'm more proud of, and it's something we didn't do that much work or spend a lot of money on. This, if you can recall, was a double sink before.
Yes.
I mean, just really tacky, didn't look good at all. We found this at a wholesale store, all put together, it's granite, and the cabinets are pre-done. So all we did is really install it. We didn't do much work or spend a lot of money, so.
It looks great.
Yeah, so
It makes the master suite complete.
It does, yes. Let's take a look at the master. So.
Oh my God, what a big difference. I remember how tiny it was. It was up to here, right?
Oh yeah?
The garage, right
This
here?
is what we did is we got rid of the garage, we moved that to the other side of the house, and we put up a new French doors.
Access now, access to the yard
Access to the yard here. We've moved the window from that side to here.
Oh.
And just because you want to keep, this is more of a sitting area.
Like a retreat. Well, I like that you have lighting in both sides, because before this was just a wall.
We're pretty happy with this. This turned out very, very nice.
Dave really surprised me in what he did on this home. He did such a great job that ending for him to sell it higher than he thinks, because I think we'll get that price.
What do you think about putting it on the market before all the yard work and the outside is done?
Oh, I think you should do the yard work. I mean, you can probably sell it this way, but we'll maximize the value of the home when you do it.
Now, obviously the outside is not done, and we're going to continue working on that, but I just want to give an idea of what should we go out there and put it on the market for?
I think we can list for $2.2 million.
Oh, you think so?
You know why? Because you added square footage and completely remodeled it. It's a completely different home.
I like that. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I bought this house for $1.475 million. I put in roughly $225,000. I'm going to list it for $2.2 million. And if I get that, I should have a profit of roughly $500,000. It's so nice finally being done with the inside of the house. We did pretty damn good. Well, I want to agree with everything Angelique says, because if that turns out, I'm going to be very happy with the result. The fact that we have to finish the yard makes a lot of sense. That's one of the biggest draws of this area. The fact that we have outdoor living space, it's huge. Overall, very positive experience. It's been a very stressful experience at times in conjunction with having the baby, and it's been pretty awesome. I think I would definitely flip a house again, but no time soon. This thing's worn me out.